All right. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing good. So we are back on our live again. So what we're gonna do is, we'll do some analysis on the pool, basically, and we'll try to explain it to you the yesterday's move. Okay, and we have put it time. Just waiting for them. Gold was crazy yesterday. I mean, the New York session was, yeah, as always. We'll discuss on it. We'll discuss on it. We will discuss on it today. Talk about that. All right. So we're gonna start with the weekly analysis first of all. Let's see what weekly brought us today. So as expected, like the weekly is retesting. It's unable to break the area to continue further pushing down, but there's still possibility to fill this wick up. All right, this wick is still a possibility for the weekly candle to it might be filling it up, or if it rejects, right, if it rejects this support, so you will see, because look, the market was very had very volume, very good volume in past weeks. So these big candles shows that, okay, because every candle tells you a story that you can consider into your trading. All right, and that will make you more what I would say, the confident to see that how the volume moves in the market, right? So you see the volume was pretty much good on these weekly candles, but here what we see, the volume of the beer side is dying, right? It's dying. So once the beer or bullish momentum start making this smaller bodies of the candles, it means it's dying, the volume is dying, right? So what we expect, the price to continue pushing up, or it's just ranging. The two scenarios are here. Okay. uh Krish, hello brother, hello, how are you? So basically we are looking at, if we consider it if it might comes back and continue pushing down and fill these wicks. All right, fill these wicks from these rejections, or it continues pushing up, breaks the a high of the previous weekly candles and retrace these levels, the 4700, or might continue pushing up at 4800. Who knows, it might be some other criteria, and we will discuss the fundamental. All right, and on the daily we are bullish today. We just rejected this support, right? The levels are getting things weekly. So the weekly is partial bearish, okay, the week bearish, and the daily is bullish, which indicates the market is on the bullish direction at this moment. It's shifting to that. All right, so the 4 hour closed a very high bullish momentum. This is very good. We rejected all the way downside, and it came back up, and you know continued pushing up. That is a good sign for the bullish momentum, but the one problem, do you follow SRC? Yes sir, I learned uh, risk management from the Raja Bank, basically. So basically on the 4 hour we see body closed bullish, a very good bullish, but we see there's no wick upside on the 4 hour, so which means the volume of the bullish side is for now partially is not as strong as that much. So on the 1 hour we see the bullish momentum which is going on, which is very great, but the problem is we got this rejection. Okay, if the price really wants to continue pushing up, then we need to break above this rejection, right? Which is going to be very good, uh you know which is going to be very good uh side by side momentum, or it's going to make a resistance and continue pushing down. We will see on the 30 minute. And what about your strategy, Krish? Yes brother, the my strategy is, I'm explaining it right now, top to bottom analysis, and you will see it in this session for sure, of course. All right, so we are on this rejection level for now. Let's go move on to the 30-minute time frame. We see amazing bullish momentum at this point. Let me make the areas correct right here. So okay, so this is the rejection level for now. Let's see if it sustains, or not. Okay, so here's the plan for the day. Look, we were bearish all the way from the previous New York session, right? We were bearish all the way from the New York session, just from yesterday, and right now we have the bullish momentum as of now. And also you see the 4 hour candle rejected all the way down and closed with no wick upside, the very weak wick upside, which indicates it might be, the bullish momentum might be dying right at this point. And it might be a fake out from this level 45 1500, right? So it's in the 50-50%. But if you look at the 30 minute, it makes more sense in a way that we can wait for a call that is, if here we got a market structure for the short, and if we create a resistance here, all right, if we create a resistance here, it's going to be a very good point of interest that you can continue pushing down, because you have a clean range from left hand side. For example, if we create a resistance here, if you're a rejection candle, and this, for example, this candle closes bearish, and the next one they start wicking up and breaking the low of the previous candle, it might be a very good chance for you to hold the trade till here. It's a 200 pip trade, and for the shorts, of course. And for this scenario we need to wait. Okay, let's move on to the 15 minute and see what we got. I don't like the bullish momentum at this point, because see the candles, the bodies are very small at this point. But let's see how this area reacts to the price. It you know 80 45 21. Let's see. I too follow Raja Bank's strategy since 6 months. Amazing, keep it up. Because when we started, I mean, from with the Raja Bank, he started from the 2017, and I joined him like in 2018, right? And I was trading before. I was trading like 2016, when Raja was learning and working with Uncle Ted, and all the other group members. All right. So yeah, it was a fun momentum. I mean, he built, and that strategy was amazing. Would you increase your volume, please? My volume is low. Let me see here. Let me know if it's correct now, because I think it's good. Yes, all right. Let's see if we close bearish. I need a very strong bearish candle here. I just don't want like a small bearish candle. Whoa, you are veteran. Thank you, brother. The green universe in the house. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, in the meantime, let's take a look on the GJ at this point. And tell me in the comments that what pair you trade the most and what session you trade the most. In the meantime, we take a look at the GJ. Back then, in when the time was very good for the currencies also, we used to trade GBP JPY, GBP pound, okay, sorry, the pound USD, and pound CHF. That these are the currencies, the major, the pound, and the Brexit we used to trade. All right, that was an amazing session. So when you were trading the GBP JPY, it would be like the 15 pips 20 pips move was like, we used to wait for a 30 minute, an hour, whatever. For gold right now, it's like within the seconds, man. That's crazy. It's totally different right now. I trade gold, a London session and New York session for the crash. Amazing, bro. GJ has clean range. Yeah, GJ has clean range, but the volume is not there now. See, let me show you what I'm talking about. GJ yesterday, not the yesterday, but when the GJ was in this range, see it right here on a daily. On let me take you on the daily. So for the long term on the currency, on the GBP JPY, what we were looking at is, once the pair was within this range, and then pair broke up, okay, and came big and retraced this level on the daily, so and created a support with this candle, and there was a high chances to fill this wick and for price to continue pushing up, and it might continue pushing up further, and because we have a clean drain from the left hand side, all right, for 216 it might continue pushing up, and that would be amazing trade. So GBP JPY for now is bullish according to me. It might pull back and do us some favors for the might be some retracements here. So if you guys want to enter, wait for the retracement, and wait for the perfect point on the 4 hour if you want to hold for the swing. Yeah, gold has the volatility. Gold is volatile, absolutely, man. See the 1 minute candle. If you look at the 1 minute candle, these candles are now 200 pips. Back then it was used to be like so tough for gold, to hold like 15 pips, 20 pips. That was insane for us back then, but for now it doesn't make any sense for 100 pips. GTA is quite trendy. Exactly. See, there's something, because look at the psychology now. Look at the psychology. If you are a person who knows that something in the value is going to be going up and never going to be back, I mean, never going to lose its value, never going to be to the zero, even though the economies, even though the currencies, it does some, risk partials, it might lose their inflation, it might be an inflation for the economy, and a lot of things might happen at the one economy or the two. But the one thing is the yellow metal, which always keeps its value high. Why? Because this is how the world is being designed for the trader and barter system. All right, the barter system is only being dependent on these metals. What metals? Gold, silver, bronze. These things keeps the value of the currency. These things keeps the value of an economy. So these things, won't be below average like other currencies, the like other instruments. Okay, these things never gonna be like Bitcoin. It's a digital currency. You cannot touch it. You can have it. You can have it, but in your digital wallet, right? But for the gold, it's something else. It always keeps its value high, and this is why it has to be volatile at this moment, because a lot of the geopolitical things are going on. And when you see the how I'll explain it, like if you will see a tension is building up within the economies, the war tension, the viruses are there, like a lot of other shits are going on. Okay, it might be the World War III, it will be, which it will be 100% in the future. But you see, every economy will be collapsing. Okay, but the yellow metal will keep its value high. Whoever invests in that and held from the lowest as possible, they will be rich. There will be only persons who have the currency of the gold, which always keeps its value high without any inflation shit. And that's crazy. And that's crazy. All right, let's see. Yeah, we're still moving. We still moving. Yeah, you took any trade in NY? Yes, I did. Yesterday I did quite of the emotional trading, man. I did some quite of emotional trading in the New York session. But I already, designed my psychology in a way that even though I do emotional trades, even though I take 10 trades in a day, with emotional trading, I am able to manage my risk. For example, if you have a $10,000 in your account and you want to risk like $200-300, but you did emotional trading and you lost, your drawdown is going more than $1,000. Your hands will be shaking when you want to close that trade, but you have to, because if you don't, your whole account will be collapsing. I mean, you will blow up everything. So in a way, I designed that even though I do the emotional trading, let me show you. Let me show you. All right, so this is my uh this is my $100 account. Let's see where we can take it up to. Like all history. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so this is the history of my $100 account and this live Dominion Markets account. So I'm just doing it for the challenge. I mean, for the fun, to see where we can take it up to, right? So we'll see. We'll see that. And let me take you to the main account. And this one's the main account. Okay. Yeah, so this is my main account. So let me show you what I was talking about, the emotional trading I did yesterday. See these losses? See these losses? I mean, yeah, let me make it bigger. See these losses yesterday? I mean, $1,300, $1,100, $300. These were the losses yesterday I took. These were the losses yesterday I took, but I managed to recover it like $1,900 with my risk to reward ratios, and also in a way that I want to close earlier into the loss but hold into the profits by closing the partials. You got it? I mean, if you understand this psychology, like when it's going to the loss, make it precise that how much you want to lose, and lose lesser, you lose less than that what you have planned for. And for the winning point, close partials, let the trade be running. Okay, close the money you desired today to make upon your account. All right, and also let the price be running with the break even. So this is how I manage my trades, and this is a good psychology. It worked for me, by the way. And we are up 10% on this account, which is $3,000 for now. Okay. I hope you can outdo Roger Banks. Oh, thank you, brother. Oh, he's the GOAT. In 50 to 50k, in 50 to 50k challenge, I will try my best. I will try my best, man. What you're thinking for the live? What's your timing for the live? All right, my timing is for like the pre-London at this, for as we did today. Okay, like we did into the uh, 10:30 a.m. here for now. I don't know what time is it there. So we started the live 30 minutes ago. So you can manage it. Solid risk management. Thank you, brother. Because see, the risk management, you gotta manage the risk. I mean, whatever account you have. Even though I have a $100 account, the maximum risk I took on that was like $24. I mean, $24, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see on that. Let me show you the dashboard of the Dominion market actually. Dominion market dashboard. Gold is moving, man. I mean, it continued pushing up. Gold didn't wait for anything. And this is not good. I mean, we need to have a kind of a support first of all to continue pushing up, to buy, or a good resistance. And for in this trend, basically, I don't want to sell. I don't even want to sell. I remember your account was sitting 20k, you grew up to 33k. No. I have another account that is 20k. I have another account. I don't trade that much. I don't trade that much. Uh, that will, I think I will use it for the risk account or something else. So yeah. No, this account I withdrew everything and yes sir, yes sir. So this is the account, right? This is the $20,000 account here. This account is 20k, and which I don't trade it that much in a way. I only had $300 on that in profit only. I don't trade that much. I'm just trading like that 33,000 right here for now, and we'll see. I think I will use it for the swing trading or the risky trading, whatever. I will see for the swing trading and the risky trading. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that goes, people. Let me take you to the Dominion markets right here. My dashboard and my trading accounts. Actually, let me take you to the social trading. I'm on the leaderboard. I am on the leaderboard. If you like, if you guys in the Dominion market, just come to the social trading and search my gangster trade right here. This is my strategy. I linked my $100 account with that. I linked my $100 account with that, and see the dashboard right here. I mean, if you view the full analysis here, and you will see the win rate. Okay, you will see the win rate. You will see the I mean the win rate, the profit factor, maximum drawdown, Sharpe ratio, recover factor. All right, expected payoff, total trades, everything is right here, and total growth. That's amazing. And if you are on the Dominion market, you can just subscribe to this strategy and continue growing with me. Let's see. Have you been trading full time since 2016? No. I was like doing some jobs, managing to get my the capital to trade, because I started with zero. All right, I started with literally zero. So I was getting up to like to work first and gather my capital. And once the capital was arranged and everything was going well, then I left everything. I quit everything in before COVID. And when I quit everything, I faced some losses. Of course, every beginner trader do. So when I fixed my psychology, risk management, I worked on it very hard. So as for now, this is it. In the end, everything is worth it, man. Okay, so the trading accounts, yeah. So this is the $20,000 where it goes like, yeah, this is the $20,000 account you were talking about. I'm not like trading it that much. I'm focusing on this account and this account. So these two accounts are my what we say, the major point of view to work on it. And I will use this $20,000 account for, let's say, the some risky trades, and might be using for the swing trades in the commodities, into the oil, which I do. So we'll see. Dominion journal for my account. Okay, let's do the ECN. All accounts. Damn, my all accounts win rate is 71%, man. 71% win rate, and total trades was 57. These are the weeks, and let's do it monthly. Not much. Have to work on it very greatly. We'll see, we'll see. Absolutely, life gets better if you strive for it. 100%, 100%. Yeah. The things are crazy, bro. This is like the roller coaster in this. What? I'm just exploring these things. I mean, I don't know. I just started into the Dominion markets for now. I discovered the social trading, which is my gangster trade. I'm right here. So overall into the leaderboard, I think I'm the 25th. And I don't know when I registered it. Yeah, 27th. And I have done like it's just a 1 day. I I traded just for 1 day, and my risk, check the statics, and it's 165% already growth with maximum drawdown of 11%. Journal looks fire. Thank you, bro. Let's see where we can get to that $100 in the end of this year. I think it will be my target for now is to make $1,000. Then once I make it $1,000, then I will strive it for the $10,000. And once it reaches to $10,000, we'll try to do it for $100,000. And why the most of traders lose when they start with a smaller capital? Because the reason is, with the $100 they assume to make like a tens of thousands of dollars at the first time. Okay, they risk a lot on that, so this is why they lose. So first of all, you have to have smaller goals. Okay, like from 100 you have to make a 500, from 100 you have to make 1,000, because as you see the percentage wise, that's a 10x. That's more than 1,000%. Like, if you turn a $100 to $1,000, that's 1,000%, man. That's a huge percentage. 900% you want to grow the account, and you are thinking to like make the small account to the $10,000 account. That's crazy. That's not psychology you should strive for, right? This is not the strategy. This is not good. So you should always target for the smaller profits. I mean, the smaller percentage, first of all. And once it's growing, once you have achieved that milestone, then you can now increase it. Increase your targets. I mean, you can go for whatever, like the 200%. You can go for the 500% in a year, not in a day, of course. From where are you? Greed is the enemy of the every trade. 100%, you are right. From where are you, bro? I am from from the where the Raja is. I lived my life. I lived 3 years of my life in Dubai, and basically I'm from the Pakistan. Best companies target 30% annual return. That's still huge. That's still huge. I mean, you see, let me explain it to you. When you have $100, okay, then you can only aim for 1,000%. All right. When you have a $10,000, you can aim for 100% to 200%. That's makes sense, right? Or you can make the 1,000% gain in a year, so you can get to the $100,000 from $10,000. All right. But what will you do when you have like $100 billion, like $100 billion or $100 million? That's a huge fucking number, and that number makes your hands shakes like to risk. This is why they annually make 2%. No, sorry. The monthly they make 1.5%, 2% maximum, maximum in a very good days, or they make 0.5% in a month. So it depends on the capital you're trading, and it's insane. It's insanely huge. I mean, if you get me, like if you feel me. The capital is so important into the market, and keeping that capital safe with risk management and your best strategy, that's comes second. First have the capital. I mean, the capital is so fucking important, man. This is how, it was hard for me to get the capital. I did the jobs, I did the different jobs to get the capital, gather it, and make it something from it. Okay, so gold, we are coming down. It might, create a support, a sort of a support, which we gonna like with the volume. But what we have is NFP this week makes market struggle, right? Trend. Yeah. All right. It's coming down, and we will see that how it's gonna be basically. See the NFP, when it comes to the NFP, for now, what, like 2 years back, when NFP used to come, like it used to move like 200 pips, right? It used to move like the most volatility was 300 pips, 500 pips, right? But if you compare that volume now, you will see just 5 minute candle is 100 pips. If I see this 5 minute candle, this is only 60 pips. That's crazy, right? If you just let's see the pips of this move, and this move is just 100 pip. Two candles, two damn 5 minute candle is just a 100 pip move. So if the NFP comes, if it also gives you the same volume of the 200-300 pips, that's not going to be much bigger as you compare it to now, comparatively to this scenario of the gold is currently going on. So this is why what they have decided, the operators, the market makers, whatever you call them, the investors, what they have decided is to pre-invest before the NFP happens, right? The volume increases or decreases just basis on whatever geopolitically is going on, and it name it the pre-NFP volume, right? So when NFP comes, when the non-farm payrolls appears, right, it's not going to be that much volume, it's not going to be that much good volume, but because the volume has already been happened the whole week, throughout the whole week, and trapped all the traders, okay, and made huge money for the investors, not for the retail traders. Of course the retail traders will lose. If you are, see, the trader like me who spent it like, who spent like for 5 years to learn the geopolitical issues and the fundamentals, 2-3 years for its base creation, okay, to practice and build the discipline. This is a huge time. So a trader like me still gets like trapped for the emotional trading, like these things, and takes these losses. All right, but I recovered it. But if you see, breaking your own discipline and keeping it is a two different things. And once you still get like the losses of these things, like in the two lot size, so 50 pips or 100 pips, whatever, you still get trapped with the market and do the emotional trading. So what else is going to be with those traders who are still beginners, who have just 1 year experience? What they will do, they will of course be trapped, of course be lost out. I mean, that's crazy. All right, come on gold, give us something, man. Yesterday we had risk management on the stream, didn't have good for it, but in the New York I cleared that loss and also turned it into the profit. let's see now, I mean, where it takes us. As of for now, just waiting for price, to create a support, a market structure to continue pushing up, or create a resistance right here, right? Create a resistance right here, come down, create a support, and then comes up, like, if we can have a trade then. But for the shorts, it's risky. Guys, telling you with the experience, in these trendy, like this type of a trend, how we draw, let me draw a rectangle. In this kind of a trend, never ever try to short. Okay, in this kind of a trend, I would never recommend anyone. If you see any, the good short positions, never. Because if it comes down, it comes down, but it's not going to be confirmation. It's just going to be a what? Why not short now, as it's a resistance at this? Now look at me. See, the price was moving down, right? See, the price was pretty much bearish. The price was pretty much bearish here. But this move, what we did is, we start breaking the lower highs, man. I mean, these lower highs, when the price was making the lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, the price start making the higher lows and broke the lower highs and made it a higher high, right? And higher high on a lower trend, which means the trend is shifting. Okay, the trend is now shifting. Once the trend is shifting and you go against the trend from the start, you will be get trapped from the start. And if market goes up, if it goes up, so your trade is going to be still there, down there, and you will be still trapped with that thing, and you won't be even able to close it. And you don't want to close it because your psychology doesn't allow it. That's massive. Even if 1 hour closes as the rejection pattern, if the even if the 1 hour rejection, I don't know, or let's take a look on the 1 hour as well. See, the 1 hour thing is something else. Now if 1 hour, see, I was talking about the higher highs and higher lows, right? Now if the 1 hour closes below this, okay, if it closes below this with a huge rejection, which means on the 30-minute we doesn't respect, we respected this lower high and we closed with huge rejection with a good volume, then we can consider it for the shorts. But in this condition, when the price is just moving up, we cannot. If it reject all the way downside, and close below this zone, then we can consider it, because the price have no volume to continue pushing up further, and reject it all the way down with huge volume, then only it's possible. But for now, we are just waiting for a support to create. I think somewhere right here it might be. Let's see. It might come downside till here and create a support and then continue pushing up. For that, we will wait. We will wait. We will do nothing. Let's take a look on the Forex factory. Forex factory. Today we got Bank of England government barely speaks. But for Charles shop opening, that's not going to be a huge impact for the day. Italian bank holiday. Let's take a look. ADP. I either don't like the ADP non-farm payroll and the non-farm payroll the same day, same week. And this is the reason, because on the Wednesday we got ADP non-farm employment change, and on Friday you see the non-farm employment change right here. Now guys, compare every single time, whenever in a month, whenever in a week, when you see ADP, NFP, and NFP together in just single week, in a week, uh, like in it's on Wednesday and the NFP is on the Friday. Whenever it happens in the schedule of the Forex factory, according to me, I don't know if it's real or not. You can compare it by yourself. Okay, the volumes are always messy. The volumes are always messy. You will see instant uptrends into the downtrends. You will see instant downtrends into the uptrend. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense for it. So that's crazy. Yeah, we are rejecting very good on this point, man. 30 minute makes more sense for the shorts. Yes, sir. 30 minute makes more sense for the shorts, man. We have 3 minutes left for 30 minute to close. Can we do 50 pip trade? But for the next candle, I want something like, it should wake up and give us some stop loss, like stop loss place, and then continue pushing down. That will make more sense. That will make more sense for now. Let's wait next 3 minutes. 1 hour as rejection. Yes, 1 hour is a very good very good, see, whenever you are on the smaller time frame, it's better to look up to for the higher time frames, because higher time frames makes more sense, like, right? So when you see the messiness into these smaller time frames, like we did right now on the 15 minute doesn't make any sense to me. See, candle going up, closing down here. We have 2 minutes left and it might reject up, whatever. But 30 minute, it makes sense very good, because the bodies are clean. Okay, the bodies are more cleaner, and you can trust on it. As up on the 1 hour, okay, if it closes bearish, it's going to be more insanely that it's going to be retesting this level, the 4500 again. So that's a very good thing. For now, 30 minute makes more sense for me, but it should close this bearish, a very good bearish. So if it does, then for the next candle, if it wake up and breaks its own low and the low of the previous 30-minute candle, is going to be a very good short. But we'll see. This week is more risky. I'm going to use my let's go on the 15-minute. I'm going to use the one lot size on this trade. Not going to be using the full potential of my risk. We have 40 seconds left for current 30-minute candle to close. Let's see. And it's good because, see, the price wanted to continue pushing up, but it rejected all the way down. The buyer slapped the price and kept it down. No, you just can't go up directly. We are the authority for now on the huge trend, like on the daily, weekly, 4 hour, because the 4 hour closed with the weaker, wick upside. See here, 4 hour is rejecting as well. In this start, I told you that the 4 hour is not a very good, the bullish candle at this point. Okay, so we have closed this candle. This candle is just closed. Let's see. Let's see. $15-minute is gladiator candle now. The 15-minute is a huge candle for now. I mean, look at it. I don't want it like if now see, if the current 30-minute candle retraces the 50% of this candle, more than 50% of this candle, then I'm not gonna take any trade. Okay, the current candle, if the current 30-minute candle, retraced it the 50% of this previous 30-minute candle. Let me go. Yeah, the 50% of this candle, if it retraced it more than it, I'm not gonna take any trade, because then it's gonna be no any anticipation for the shorts at this point.